Hello and welcome to Me, the Wife and Wrexham AFC.
A weekly podcast and YouTube channel where we discuss all things Wrexham.
So sit back, put your feet up, relax and let's get stuck in. Hello and welcome to episode 175 of Me, the Wife and Wrexham AFC. All in white today. Didn't even plan that, did we?
No. Just
neither of us could be bothered changing once we'd seen that what the other one was wearing.
Changing.
I certainly wasn't changing either. Good week. Exciting news. I'll just go straight into what's on the show, and then I'll let you speak for a little bit. So we're going to read out some of your messages from last week. Preview our trip to Ipswich on Saturday. A bit more Welsh for you, backed by popular demand. We got the quiz, obviously, but we have had some quite exciting news this week. So why don't you tell everyone what you're going to be up to this week, Siân?
Well, tomorrow, about this time, I will have had a total hip replacement.
Whoa.
I had a phone call on, as you all know, I had my pre-op assessment all a couple of weeks ago. And then I had a phone call last Monday.
Something like that. I can't remember now. Yeah.
Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Monday. Basically saying, we've had a cancellation. Do you want the appointment? And I was like, hell yeah. And you know when you say yeah, and then you think, oh, crap.
Did your stomach... When you said yes, you were obviously excited because you were like, finally, you've been in pain for a long time. You're going to be in pain for a while after.
Yeah.
But, once the recovery's done, it'll be over. So there's sort of like a finish line in sight. But when you realised it was a week away, was there suddenly this sort of sinking feeling of, oh, my God?
I think it's worse now that it's just a day away.
Yeah.
I'm very, very, I'm scared. I'm not going to lie, because I'm going to be awake for it. I'm going to be having an epidural, whatever they call it. I don't know.
That's it.
Epidural. So I'll be having an epidural. I've not been able to shave my legs because
for 4 years, is it now?
Oh, shut up. No, because if you've got any grazes or anything in the area or the place where you're having the surgery, they will not do the surgery. I've been really careful not getting any scratches and not shave my legs because I didn't want to get a cut on there. So,
It's exciting, though. I'm excited. I suppose...
You're excited because you're sick of me moaning.
No, I think I can be a bit excited for you because it's not happening to me. So I can be excited. So I think the knock-on effect of this is there will be a show next week. There will 100% be a show next Monday, although we're not 100% sure how it's going to work.
Who will be sitting in this chair?
Yeah, there might be somebody else sitting in this chair. We might have somebody dialed in sort of remotely from somewhere else. We might have Siân. We might... I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work, but there will be a show and we'll be here. And Siân will be involved in that show in one way or another.
I'm going to also miss... at least 2 games, the Bristol City and the Blackburn game, because it's literally a week after my surgery, so I don't want to be pushing myself, and so I'll be gutted about that. But I thought if you do your live, I could be invited and I could be on there. I think
you can, We'll sort something out. But one other thing to note is we obviously do sort of pre-game live, post-game live. After all the games, whether we're at them or not. The Ipswich game on Saturday, there will be none There won't be a pre-game or a post-game sort of live on YouTube, just because of sort of the whole mechanics of it isn't really going to work sort of like 3-4 days after Siân's surgery. So that won't be happening, but business as usual as of next week and moving forward after that. But yeah, exciting. We'll see what happens next week. No, I don't mean like that. I just say we'll see what happens next week. But yeah, there will be something. Look, we're in the middle of the international break. Your thing, the international break?
No, I think it's dull as dishwater.
Yeah, it's our son's not massively into it either. Weirdly, I love watching Wales.
Well, yeah, obviously,
but I'm still not that into it.
No.
It's a weird one, isn't it? The international break, but yeah. Look, Wales beat Liechtenstein. How do you say it? Liechtenstein. 1-0 on Saturday night. Loads of chances. They just put like 11 men behind the ball, tried to break them down. It was a real grueling watch at times. That game was, but. Nathan Broadhead started, which was great. He probably should have scored. He did score and had it disallowed. But look, we won the game. We're on to Tuesday night, playing North Macedonia. We have qualified for the playoffs now, whatever happens. So if we win on Tuesday night against North Macedonia, we get a home draw in the playoffs. Home. If we lose on Tuesday night, we are playing away in the playoffs. So there's a lot riding on Tuesday. There wasn't as much riding on Saturday night, but there's a lot riding on Tuesday now. But yeah, I don't know. There's not another international break until March now, when the playoffs will be, which I think most people are quite happy about. Even though it's nice to watch Wales, you just want to get back to club football, I think. I think most people are like that. I'm not sure. Let us know if you're not. We had a message last week. Rick Miller said, love the show. The banter is great. How many points would you be happy with the first 5 matches after the international break? So I'll ask you first, but to run down what them 5 games are, it's Ipswich away, Bristol City at home, Blackburn at home, Preston away, and Hull away. So what are your thoughts? What are you hoping for? So there's 15 points available on the table from them 5 games that I've just read out. What is a good return for you?
I think a good return on that would be 10 or 12 points.
Okay. How is that made up?
I don't know, just 10 or 12 points.
10 to 12 points, yeah. Okay, you're going
Could
with
be draws, wins.
Okay.
Well, it's definitely going to have to be a couple of draws at least.
Yeah, 10 to 12, okay.
A couple of wins even.
Yeah, there is. Where would you pick out the wins from them? So if you're going for 12, for example, you can only make that up. You can only get 12 from 4 wins. I think I'm right. I think my maths is right there. You can only the only permutation of getting 12 points is 4 wins. 11 is 3 wins, 2 draws. So where's your wins coming from on there?
I don't know. Hull, maybe?
Ooh, yeah, okay.
No?
Well, you need to pick 3. You need 3 based on what you're saying. So where's your wins coming from?
Blackburn.
Blackburn at home, okay. You going Hull away, are you? No, you don't have to change your mind just because I think it's ridiculous. But I'm joking. Go on.
I'm going to go for the 2 home games.
2 home
Bristol
games,
City
yeah.
and Blackburn, and I'm going to go Preston away.
Preston away. Okay, so that's 9. So then you want sort of 2 draws out the other 2, and that's 11 for you. Yeah, there or there, which is slap bang in the middle of 10 to 12, which is exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Me personally, I probably think 9 is a good return from 15. Maybe 2 wins, 3 draws, I think would be a really good return from that. I probably cited the 2 home games to win. Bristol City, really tough team to beat, but and they're doing well at the moment. Blackburn, no pushover, even though they look like they're struggling. They do pull out results out of nowhere, so not an easy game. But I think you've got to back us to win at home. We seem to have found our form at home, I would say, recently.
Yeah.
And then I would be happy taking a point from all 3 of the away games, if I'm completely honest. If I was being greedy, I'd probably go beat Bristol City, beat Blackburn, beat Preston away. Even though they're doing really well, we have already beat them away once this season in the League Cup.
Yep.
I fancy that. And then maybe
Fancy
a draw away at Ipswich and Hull, if I was being greedy. But I think 9 points is a really good return from that. 2 wins, 3 draws, happy. I'm not naive enough to think that we're not going to lose at least one of them, I think. So what we actually get, I don't know. But for me, 9's good. From them 5 games, I think that's a tough run of 5 games. That we've got ahead of us, but we'll just have to wait and see how we go. We're going to talk about Kieffer. Obviously, Kieffer's missed the Wales games through injury. How everybody else comes through the little break, that'll be interesting to see. We're going to talk about Libby, Cacace as well a little bit. So, yeah, and. Long and short of it, 9 points for me would be good. I think if we got what you wanted, would be superb. Getting 11 points out of them 15, I think that might be a little bit pie in the sky. We might be back here in 4 weeks going, actually, you're spot on. We don't know. We might be back here in 5 weeks and we never got any. Let's hope not. Yeah, but yeah, a very interesting run up till Christmas. I've been looking at the games and
So is the whole game the last one before Christmas? Oh no,
no, it's not. That's just the next 5 games.
Swansea's the last one,
Swansea is the last one before Christmas. Yes,
which we won't be going to now.
Unfortunately, not. No, but look, your health is marginally more important, I would say, than the football. We had another message this week from Mr. Make Me on YouTube. I think he commented on one of the on the last episode. He said thought the Welsh / Ymattlehyd part was excellent and very amusing. I wonder why he thought it was amusing, because I was teaching you?
But yeah, probably.
Okay, all right.
Because it was appalling.
Good. You should do a Welsh word of the day for every episode. And I liked that. And I said learning Welsh was backed by popular demand. Only one person said it.
Who's that?
Him. But yeah, let's just go with it. Until this peters out, let's do one Welsh word every episode.
Okay.
See how much of a run we can get going with this. Okay. So you ready for this week's word?
Yeah.
I know you've already seen it. Do you want to have a stab at it before we do it? You don't have to. I'm just asking if you wanted to have a go. No. Okay. This week's word is buddugoliaeth. Okay. Do you want to have a go at it?
I said that was Goliath.
Yeah. Do you want to have a go? Buddugoliaeth.
Buddugoliaeth.
That, I'll say it, perfect. Buddugoliaeth. Again?
Buddugoliaeth.
Perfect. I can't fault that at all. That was absolutely perfect. Buddugoliaeth means victory in Welsh.
Okay.
And it just felt quite apt. Wales had won. He put a little Welsh flag on it as well. So just felt, because Wales won at the weekend and, because we're playing really well at the moment, I just felt like victory was a good word to pick. So buddugoliaeth is your word of the week.
Practice it.
Practice it. Use it in a sentence, even though you don't know the rest of the words to put around it. But yeah, There we go.
It was such a buddigoliaeth.
Yeah, just throw it into an English sentence, and just see what people say. And go, sorry, you're going to have to say that again.
So we've had another message from Tony Bach Christiansen. Great pod as usual. I wouldn't worry about little lolly...
No, so it's...
Lobs. Oh, what?
Lewis O'Brien.
O'Brien. See, please don't shorten the names because it throws me.
Yeah, so he's basically in the message, we talked about Lewis O'Brien last week, didn't we? And about the fact that, was it something to worry about that, he was getting in good positions, but he wasn't able to finish it. Yeah, it was like, is it something to be worried about? Is it not? It's good he's getting into positions. We didn't really know. Ultimately, he sent quite a long message, but to sort of condense it down, what he's asking is, how important is the fact that he's missing these chances, and is that leaving the door open for Ollie Rathbone to come in and take his place? What do you think on that?
Not sure about that one, to be honest. I mean, I'd love to see Ollie Rathbone back in the starting 11 because I just think he brings something else. But Lewis also brings something else as well. So I think it's a very difficult decision to make in regards to who starts out of those two. But I think... Yeah, it's tough because they're both as good as each other.
It is tough, and I tell you what makes it more difficult is that we haven't really seen them side by side, to compare them. I don't mean playing together side by side. I mean, we get an hour of Lewis O'Brien, then there's a sub and Ollie comes on, or Ollie starts the next game and then, Lewis comes on for that. We haven't seen them play against the same opposition and sort of, that sort of scenario. So it's very hard. We're sort of, when it comes to Ollie, we're basing it on last year's performances, which were in League One. And we haven't really...
No, he hasn't played. Well, he has a bit.
Well, he was out for, a while. I think he was on the bench at Stoke. He played against Cardiff.
Yeah.
And then he sort of had like a bit of a
again.
And we haven't seen him since. So it might be, if I'm honest, Tony, it might be a bit of a moot point at the moment because it's not even as if Ollie appears to be available for selection. So me personally, I'll be more direct. I think at the moment, it's Lewis all day. I don't think I would be even considering Ollie, especially with him coming back from an injury. We know he can play in the Championship because he has done against for Rotherham, when he was there. But at the moment, I think Lewis is doing a great job. He does bring a lot more than... I think we need to maybe, not necessarily focus too much on them missed chances. But yeah, I think it's Lewis for me at the moment. When Ollie's back fully fit and firing on all cylinders, we might see a nice little bit of rotation in there, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll keep an eye on that one. I think as the season progresses, as and when Ollie actually makes a comeback. Because, when's that going to be? Something I did want to bring up. We don't look at our analytics that much anymore, do we? Do you remember when we started this podcast, we used to look all the time, every episode, and we almost used to look like hourly, going, and we wanted a listener in every American state. And then once we'd done that, we were like, oh, right, okay. And then we wanted... how many countries we could do, and then we pretty much done most of the countries in the world, and then so we didn't really analyze it that much. But I went into it last week and I looked at the analytics for the last 5 episodes of the podcast, and something sort of stuck out to me that over the last 5 episodes there had been 5 listens in three countries, which would sort of indicate to me that one person in these countries is listening to every episode. Hence why over the last 5 episodes, there's been 5 listens in these countries.
Yeah.
So the three countries were Uruguay, Iceland, and South Korea. So I've got a feeling we've got one regular listener in each of them three countries. So the reason I'm bringing it up is I would love to hear, if you are that one person in one of them three countries, I would love to hear from you. And I'd just let me know. Are you listening every week? Is that you? How long have you been listening for? Why are you listening? Are you listening because of the documentary or something else? Yeah. So Uruguay, Iceland, South Korea. If you're listening there, please get in touch and let us know. That's why I brought that up. Because it just intrigued me.
Yeah.
Intrigued me. Look, Libby Cacace, I said we were going to talk about him. Parky revealed that he had a tight calf after the Portsmouth game. That's why he missed Charlton. He's never really been injured before he signed for us.
And now he's injured every other week.
He played at Southampton, missed 2 games. He was back for Millwall and then missed 5 games. He's been back for 5 and now he's disappeared again. He pulled out of the New Zealand squad for this latest round of internationals. He has featured in less than half of our championship games this season. So he's only featured in 7 of the 15 games. Should we be worried about this, do you think?
Don't know. I mean, people were saying that he's not the type to get injured and stuff like that. But now he's getting injured. Is it a different... I don't know. Is it because he plays now in a different country? Are the pitches different? I don't know. It's really weird, isn't it? That he's not been one for injury, but now all of a sudden it's like...
It is strange. And you wonder, the first thing I think is it the training schedule? So is he training harder than he's trained before?
Maybe.
Does Parky demand more from the players than has been expected of him at other clubs he's been at? He has played in Italy before we bought him. Italy's quite renowned for being quite relaxed, and their football is a lot slower than ours. They're quite heavy on sort of passing and it's a very different game in Italy than it is in the UK. So I'm wondering if it's maybe the intensity of the football over here. It's the intensity
maybe.
of the training, or perhaps he's just been really unlucky.
It's just been one of those things.
Yeah, I think he's probably definitely our starting left back when fit, and he's just not fit at the moment.
No.
Talking to someone who's not fit, Kieffer Moore. So I mentioned he was missing from the Wales squad. Limped off at the end of our game with Charlton. Right at the end, Sam Smith came on to replace him. Later announced he had a hamstring injury. I saw one report saying he would be out for 3 months, which, I'll read a statement in a minute, which doesn't appear to be true. It would be problematic if something like that did happen, because he is almost irreplaceable in the system that we currently play. Because who do you replace him with? You got a big, strong 6'6", however, is that how big he is? 6'5", striker. We don't really have anyone in that mould who could go in there and do a same sort of job. Sam Smith always comes in and tries, but he's not that big and he's not that strong, and we can't play.
We don't have anyone taller than him in our squad.
No, but we don't. You can't really play in the same way with a Sam Smith or a Ryan Hardy, or that you can with Kieffer Moore. Just to clear all of the rumours up, the Wrexham leader had a chat with Phil Parkinson last week, and this is pulled directly from their article about it. He said Phil Parkinson revealed Kieffer Moore does not have a serious injury, but says it's too soon to be able to tell whether the striker will be available when Wrexham return to action. So he either will or won't be available well, that's obvious, but for Ipswich on Saturday, obviously. I mean, there's no in between there, is there? Either
No.
Will and what, and so yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one. That's a suck it and see. I think we just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Ground expansion. So I wanted to touch on this as well. So every now and again we watch videos of the COP. Not too much is happening. There's work happening, but not necessarily that visible at the moment.
There was big machinery there though coming in this week.
Yeah, there was. There
Don't know
has
what they
been.
are, like.
No, but yeah. So they're doing a lot of the groundworks at the moment, and then we're waiting to see. I think it's when you see something, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's when you know. Oh right, here we go. We're off and running. Just a quick one. Building the new COP stand is the priority, but Michael Williamson has identified ways to continue increasing the capacity of the racecourse to a final figure of up to 32,000 seats, with the ultimate aim being staging Senior Wales international matches. So the COP is obviously the priority, but they're working on other stuff. I'll read out what he actually said. We know the overall total capacity is at 28 to 32,000 range. It's just how do you phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3 to arrive there. The first phase is the COP to arrive at 18,000. The second phase would be great to try to build to 23,000 seats, whether it's the Wrexham Lager stand or the Mould Road stand. And when you talk about going from 23 to eventually 27 or 28,000, maybe rounding out the corners and building off a little bit on the tech stand as well. So I think that's quite an interesting insight that the COP takes you to 18. To get the next, phase 2 is already been discussed, which is to get to 23. So that would be improvements on the Wrexham Lager / the Mould Road stand. And then after that, phase 3 would then be closing in the corners to create up to 27, 28, possibly up to 32. Now, I saw your face when I read a particular part of that statement out. And it's when I said that they would potentially look at improvements within the Mould Road stand, which is where we sit. So what was the eye roll for?
Oh, well, I've already had to move once because of the dugout coming in, although my seat is actually better than it was.
Yeah.
But I just can't. I can't be bothered with the move.
No. So would you not be happy with a bigger redeveloped stand?
Yeah, I'm just being selfish, of course.
Okay, yeah.
I would love that, but it's just the move I can't be bothered with. But yeah, it's fine.
It's okay.
If you're gonna do it,
you're all right, Mike. You crack on with that.
You've got my permission.
So that is obviously phase 2. So the COP's due to be finished next summer. And then they're gonna. I don't think there's gonna be much of a gap. They're just gonna plow on with it, and they're just gonna start looking at what to do next.
I think as long as the money's there,
keep going.
Why stop?
Where would we sit while they were doing it?
I don't know. With Ryan and Rob in the box.
That's well, no, because
they won't be in the box either, will they?
No, that's the area where it becomes a problem. It's where do you put all the people that are currently sitting in that stand? Or can you redevelop it in such a way that means you don't have to close?
Like they did with the Man City stand.
Yes.
I mean, I know mostly they did that during the summer break.
But at Man City, they've added an additional tier onto a stand without having to close that stand at all.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be adding an extra tier. We've obviously got a curved roof on the Mould Road, so it'd be a case of straightening that roof out and sort of widening the stand to then create extra seats. I think that would be the idea. What they would plan to do in the Wrexham Lager, I genuinely don't know.
Go back?
I don't know. It's one of them. We'll have to wait and see. But I think it is interesting that they've got a phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 in mind.
Good. Progressive.
Yeah, there was something where I think Wales are making a bid for the 2035 Women's World Cup, I believe. And I think the plan is to get the racecourse to between 28 and 32,000.
So we can host them.
By then. So that's 10 years away at the moment. But, yeah, hey, you know how old Father Time works. It'll be here before you know it.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I'll be 53 in 10 years.
Oh, that's grim, isn't it? Yeah.
Alfie be 23.
Yeah, I know. That's horrible.
That is horrible.
Let's move on from that. Look, one last sort of thing that I wanted to sort of talk about. So Wrexham introduced boxed Legends shirts this week. So you've seen these, I'm assuming, yeah.
I mentioned it to you.
You did, yes. Sorry. So they come, the clue's in the name. They come in a box, and on the back, above, right at the top, in the middle, there's an embroidered signature. That signature will either be one of these legends, so Andy Morrell, Arfon Griffiths, Billy Ashcroft, Brian Flynn, Dennis Lawrence, Dixie McNeil, Gareth Owen, Gary Bennett, Graham Whittle, Joey Jones, Carl Connolly, Mel Sutton, Mickey Thomas. Okay, so one of them signatures will be on the back of the shirt. The shirt is £100. And the only thing different from the normal shirt is the signature on the back, and it's in a box. And you can read that if you want.
As part of this special release, £20 from every Box Legends jersey sold.
I know.
Shirt sold will be donated towards establishing the former WAFC benevolent fund, supporting ex-players who have served the club across generations. I love that they do that. It's like they've served our country by playing football. We're going to give back now because it's like a military
yeah, there is
benevolent fund. I can't say it.
Benevolent
fund.
Yes.
So it's I quite like that, the fact that they're not just although there are quite a lot of ex-veterans who were just left to do what they left to their own devices.
Let's not get into
it winds me up.
Yeah, I know it does.
Because of the crap government that we've got.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like that all around the world. If I'm
you served
honest.
our country for 50 years.
Yeah.
But 50 years for 30 years. But we're not going to house you. You can live in a tent on the street, and
it does happen. It
winds me up. Being a daughter of an ex-soldier, it winds me up. Anyway, let's crack on.
What do you make of the shirts anyway? There's only 1,864 of them. Once they're gone, they're gone. You can't pick whose signature you get on the back.
So it's like a mystery box, isn't it?
Sort of a mystery box. You know what you're getting in it, but you don't know the signature you're getting on it. What do you make of it? What is it? Is it a really nice touch? They're only doing a few. It's nice that they're giving money, or is it a bit of a money grab from the club?
No,
or how do you view it?
I don't think it's a money grab. Like we've said this so many times. At the end of the day, the club is a business. And they're bringing out new things into the club shop and online every single day. There's always something new popping up, and this is just something that I think a lot of clubs probably do.
No idea.
Maybe, I don't know, but I don't see. I don't. The fact that they're giving money back to a fund, I think that's a nice touch, because it's not like. I mean, I don't know how much these shirts cost to make, but.
Not a lot. I doubt they cost a lot to make.
No.
Although, it's obviously, it depends what deal they've got struck with Macron as well, because football shirt deals vary wildly dependent on, club to club. Some clubs will buy the shirt off the supplier and sell it on at a price. Some will not buy them at all. They will just sell them and keep 10% of sales or 20% of sales or whatever it is that they negotiate. Every club's different, so it's hard. But what they actually cost to make, I have no idea.
They're
if
mass
I'm honest.
produced, aren't they? So it's probably
But we do have a relatively small shirt manufacturer comparing that to the juggernauts that are out there in the sport, like your Adidas and your Nike and all that sort of stuff. Macron
Don't forget Puma, because I'll feel go mad if you forget Puma.
Okay, I'm Puma. But Macron's relatively small compared to them. But I don't know. I like it, and I like some of the names that are there as well.
I think a lot of people are hoping they get Joey Jones.
Yeah, look,
just for the pure fact that he's,
Do you know what? It wouldn't be my first.
Who would be your first?
I think Gary Bennett would be my first.
Oh yeah, maybe actually.
Yeah, Gary Bennett for me, I think would probably be my first, mainly because he was the striker when I was growing up watching Wrexham. And when we used to, so me and my dad used to go, I remember we used to go on the Cop. Do you remember a few years ago there was Paul Mullin masks that came with the local newspaper?
Yeah.
Well, there was, in my day, it was Gary Bennett masks.
Yeah.
So, and I remember all the kids where it had Gary Bennett masks and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it probably would be.
And how many Garys were named?
Well, Gary's dying out as a name,
it is a dying out name, yeah.
Yeah, so, Gary Bennett probably be high on the list. Joey would be up there, of course. Carl Connolly's another one for me. I watched Carl Connolly play for years and years. Andy Morrell. Brian Flynn, obviously classic manager around Dennis Lawrence I loved, but he was a central defender, so that's why, I loved Dennis Lawrence as well. And Mickey Thomas as well, but yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one. Billy Ashcroft's on there as well, obviously, who's been on the show. We interviewed him, sort of lovely guy. I don't know. I think
you'd be pleased with every single one of those names.
You probably would, yes, because I haven't even included like Arvon Griffiths and sort of Gareth Owen and Dixie McNeil in what I was saying then, and Mel Sutton.
And they've all brought something to the club.
Yeah, I think. But for me, I think it would have to probably be Gary Bennett or maybe Dennis Lawrence. That's what I'd be hoping for when I bought one of these shirts, which I'm not doing. By the way, I'm not.
They're probably all sold out now.
They probably have. They hadn't yesterday when I checked, but they only went on sale on Saturday. Sorry, they when they went on sale, they hadn't then. But yeah, look, if you've picked one of these up, let us know. Let us know what name you got on the back, because it would be really good to sort of read some of them out next week. But so let us know. Quick fancy EFL update. So it was a bit of a strange week this week. Some people forgot to change their teams completely. I didn't. And
you usually do when it's an international break.
Yep, still had a terrible week. So first, at the moment, I don't think it's changed since last week.
No.
So A. Wilcox in first, Ian Dougal is in second, and Ben Parker is in third. If you are A. Wilcox, can you please tell me what your first name is? Or I am just going to start calling you something. So please message us.
Do you know if it's a man or a woman?
No, I do not know.
So you've got to be careful.
I'm going to call them Aubrey.
Why?
Because Aubrey was Boise's actual first name in Only Fools and Horses, and it was, I don't know why it's the first thing that came in my head.
Can that be a boy and a girl?
Aubrey. Or was his middle name? Can't remember. Sorry, what? I've gone quite nostalgic recently. I've watched a little bit of Only Fools and Horses. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure, but
I'm not sure our international listeners will know what Only Fools and Horses is, will
surely
they?
Everyone knows what Only Fools and Horses is. It was a sitcom, UK sitcom. I'm sure everyone knows what that is. To make it a bit more international then, I was saying I've gone a little bit nostalgic. Recently, I've started watching Curb Your Enthusiasm again.
I did notice on the telly
from the start. I went back to the beginning, and I've started watching Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's so funny. It's one of my favourite things ever.
Is he the one? Did I wake up to that last night? Is
yeah,
he got glasses on. Or
Larry David. Yeah. So, I just when you woke up last night, I was watching the Beloved Aunt episode. If anyone who's watched it will know exactly what that episode is. But yeah, love it. I've started watching Sopranos again as well, which I don't know what it is. It's like this weird sort of... I've gone back
Are you having a midlife crisis?
I've gone back to the year 2000 for some reason.
That's pre-me, that.
That's
pre-me and pre-Alfie.
Prime Ryan. Is that Prime Ryan? I think... I don't know.
I don't think it was Prime Ryan.
No, probably not.
I think Prime Ryan was 2010 onwards.
Do you think? When I Met You?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it definitely was.
Look, we've got one game coming up this week. That is Ipswich Town away. Siân.
Right.
Take it away.
The Ipswich Town game is away, and it's our 16th league game of the season, and it is on Saturday, the 22nd of November, 3 p.m. kickoff UK time. It's away, like I said, at Portman Road, which is 226 miles away, which is 4 hours 15, obviously depending on traffic. Their capacity is 30,056. We had an allocation of, this is a weird number for me, but they had an allocation of 2001 tickets.
Wow, that's such a weird allocation. And I know, don't get me wrong, right?
We're lucky.
No, not that. You always get a random number of tickets allocated.
Yeah.
It's never like you've been allocated 2,000 or 3,000, or it's always like 2,846.
But 2001.
It threw me a little bit until I started thinking, well, they're all random, aren't they? They're all random numbers. It just so happens this one comes bang after the 2000 mark.
Yeah.
So that's what made it a bit weird. But yeah.
So they were founded in 1878.
2001. I was just talking about the early 2000s as well. Maybe. Do you think that's
maybe
like struck a chord in me, and I've gone, and my brain's just rewound back to the early 2000s?
I always listen to noughties music.
Yeah.
Because it does. It takes me back to like when I was in college, not noughties, but late 90s, early noughties.
I hate that saying.
What?
Noughties.
All right, the year 2000.
No,
early thousands.
I just hate. I've never got on board with it. It's never been my thing.
I don't know how else to say it, but I've been listening to music from that era because it takes me back to like thing like
A Happier Time.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No. Where well, if it was a happier time, I'd be going back to my childhood because I had an amazing childhood. Anyway, so they finished 19th in the Premier League last season on 22 points and were relegated. Obviously. Prior to that, they were promoted back-to-back from League One to the Premier League. Never done it 3 times, have they?
Well, yeah, but technically they had no one else to go, did they? But they did. They changed divisions 3 seasons in a row because they were promoted, relegated.
Yeah, I don't think it works like that. Anyway,
well.
So we're in the championship between the year 2002 and 2019. We've only played them once in our history, which is a very long history, in the FA Cup third round in 1995, where we won 2-1. Was that away or home?
Oh, I can't remember.
They play in blue, and their nickname is the Tractor Boys or the Blues.
The Tractor Boys. They're known as the Tractor Boys
because of obviously where they are.
Yeah,
they live in the countryside.
Yeah. Suffolk.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. So their derby is Ipswich Norwich. That's the derby.
Oh yeah.
So Norwich and Norfolk, Ipswich and Suffolk.
So they're So the last league game that they played, they won 4-1 away at Swansea on the 8th of November, which was the last game before this international break, was it?
Yeah, if you like.
I can't remember now. So they're currently 7th on 23 points. They've won 6, drawn 5 and lost 3. They're unbeaten in their last 4 games. Their home form is 1-4, drawn 3, lost 1, which doesn't bode well for us because that's where we're going. They
were in the Premier League last season. They had a very ropey start to the season. So they didn't win any of their first 4 games. I think they played, from memory, Birmingham first game of the season. Do you remember? That was a Friday night. It was like the championship opener on a Friday night.
Yeah.
They drew 1-1 with Birmingham. And, they haven't had the best of times, but they found themselves up to 7th. They look like they're hitting a little bit of form. Like Siân said, unbeaten in their last 4. They looked, even though they have had a ropey start to the season, their home form's been fairly decent. They've only lost 1 at home out of 8 so far this season. It could have been worse for them. One of their games actually got called off. I don't know if you remember, they were playing Blackburn, and then the ref called it off late on, like in the 80th minute. Yeah, do you remember?
Ridiculous.
And they were already...
Have they replayed that game
No,
yet?
not yet. And they were losing 1-0 at the time. So they are 7th on 23 points, but they have a game in hand on everyone else, as do Blackburn, obviously.
We're playing both of those in the next 5 games.
Yes.
Which is fabulous.
Well, it's just a game in hand. It doesn't make them good. It just means they've got a game in hand.
No, I know. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I didn't mean that they were good. I just meant, I don't know.
Prediction. You're going to go a draw. I can smell it on you already.
Sorry.
Are you yawning? God,
Sorry.
that is a disgrace.
Sorry.
Imagine being on live TV and yawning.
Well, just do it.
Just do it then.
What are you going to do? I know it's rude. I'm sorry, but I've been up with the dog, so I'm very tired. Anyway, I'm going to go... Yeah, what did you say?
Yeah, I can smell a draw on you.
Yeah, I'm going to go 1-1.
Yeah, I know you are. I know you are. I knew it. I might as well have... what if I click this button here now? It goes onto the next screen and it says Siân predicts 1-1. Shall I press it?
You're not no way.
Shall I press it?
Press it.
It doesn't say that, no.
I know it doesn't.
But I knew you were going to go for that. I knew it.
Like, you know me, I like to be predictable.
What do you think I'm going to go for? If you had to guess what I'm going to go for now.
1-0.
Yeah, 1-0. Oh, dear me. I'll go 1-0 Wrexham. Why not? Why not? This is one of the games that I've sort of got pegged for not getting anything from. Think the ideal scenario, we talked right at the start of the show, next 5 games, what be great to get a draw away at Ipswich. I think that'd be really good, because I sort of hoped for 2 wins, 3 draws. So yeah, but if I sort of got it pegged for getting nothing, but they've shown this season they are a very good team when they turn it on. I watched them against... I went out... Did I go out? I should know because I never go out. When I went out for that leaving do.
I mean, that was weeks ago.
Yeah, they played Sheffield United that night and they beat them 5-0 and they looked very good. It's since transpired Sheffield United are rubbish, but they played very well, so they can turn it on. So, yeah, getting a point away there would be great. But it's not. This isn't a crumble in a heap. It's over if we don't get anything from this. I think that's the mentality I'm taking into it. Look, something from it would be amazing. If we don't get anything, look, it's one of them games where you sort of go, I can shrug this one off. I think that for me it is anyway.
Oh, the Parky Out Brigade will be out.
No, they're
Get
quiet.
Parky out.
They're quiet for now, so let's leave them. Don't rattle the cage. Look, if you do want to support the show, you can do so by visiting buymeacoffee.com/me the wife. As we said last week, another way that you can support us, which is completely free, is you all right there?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I'm just joking.
Another way that you can support the show, which is absolutely free, is by subscribing to the channel on YouTube and liking this video. It's as simple as that. Completely free, really helps us out, boosts our numbers. Absolutely fantastic. If you listen to this as a podcast, please, once you've listened to the episode on Spotify or iTunes or whatever it is, click on the name of the show and it will take you to the main home screen of the show. you scroll down and you can give us only 5-star ratings will be allowed. Somebody did ask us last week. I think Linda wanted to rate the show on iTunes. She couldn't find it. So if you're on the episode, it's not there. You have to click on the main home screen of the show. So as you're listening to an episode, you'll have the screen there, and then underneath there'll be Me, the Wife, from Wrexham AFC. You click that, and it'll take you to the main screen where all the episodes are listed. Scroll down a little bit, and that's where you can rate the show.
Also, Linda mentioned as well, which you need to let us know how to do this, Linda, but you've set that apparently on YouTube, when you're watching a video, you can hype somebody. There's a hype button, but we can't find it. So if you could let us know where that is, Linda, we can obviously tell everybody else how they can hype us. So yeah, if you'd like to get in touch with us, you can comment on any YouTube video that we have got. You can click
ours.
Oh
obviously.
yeah, obviously,
not just anyone. We're not going to root you out from somewhere else.
Click contact the show on the podcast if that's how you
which is at the bottom of the description.
Yep. Also, you can contact us on any social media. We've got Blue Sky, X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, or you can email us at wrexhamafc@gmail.com.
Were you trying to go for an ASMR?
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
I don't know. It's because it's my last show for a while. Yeah. So, well, maybe.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, we don't know. I tell you what that sounded like then.
That cat, Charlie.
Yes.
Charlie says.
Yes.
Is that what it is? Charlie says, "Don't talk to strangers."
Yes.
I think that's a very British thing, that, isn't it?
Very British thing, and the Prodigy sampled it for their song.
They did.
Yes, boom. Anyway, sorry, we're doing a show, aren't we? Let's move on. Quick shout out for Dragon Chat. It's a mental health peer support group. They run 2 weekly Zoom calls. One is on a Monday at 8 p.m. That's for women. The other one is on Thursday at 7 p.m. and that is for men. The best way that you can find to get on these calls is go to the Wrexham AFC website, go to the Communities tab, scroll to Health, and you will find all the details of Dragon Chat in there. Alternatively, look in the description of this and every episode we've ever done on YouTube, and you'll find all the info in there. They also meet up in person in the Dragon Chat room at the Wrexham Miners Project. Somewhere.
How many times?
Somewhere, yeah. At 1 p.m. Before every Saturday home game, and 6:15 before every midweek game.
And you don't have to be going to the games to go down to there to have a chat.
No, you certainly don't. Reach out if you need it. Quiz time. A little bit shorter episode this week. For obvious reasons, we've had no game, but I think we've done pretty well getting through almost an hour. So there we go.
Have.
Quiz time. Are you ready? Your last quiz before...
what?
Your last quiz before... Stop reading what is on the screen. That is my job.
Sorry, but that...
Just wait.
You're just awful.
Just wait. Last quiz before you go off to have a bionic hip.
I knew you were going to say that. The bionic woman.
Yeah. You will be my bionic woman. Anyway.
It's so weird that I'm going to have metal inside me, like, in my hip.
I know, yeah. Odd. Will it go... It's not... What's it made of? Does it go off? I know it's ceramic, isn't it? It's not metal.
No, it's not. No, it is metal. Yeah. But the ball... So you've got your obviously joint, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you've got this metal... half cylinder.
Oh yeah.
But inside that is ceramic.
All right. What will you go off at the airport?
I don't know, but they'll be able to see that I've got.
Yeah.
Mine are like a gun though inside because it's like a weird shape.
I'm pretty sure.
Like a gun.
I'm pretty sure you're not the first.
She's smuggling a gun, everybody, in her hip.
I'm pretty sure you won't be the first person to have gone through airport security with a hip replacement.
I don't think it goes off. I think it only goes off if it's. Oh, might do. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, it's going to be fun, isn't it?
It will be fun. I'm excited to find out now. Anyway,
not for me because I'm not guilty as sin, even though I know that
I haven't got anything. I haven't. I promise.
I've just got a metal hip.
Right. We saw Nathan Broadhead play for Wales this week.
Yeah.
So this week's quiz is about international caps, Siân.
Ridiculous.
Right.
For someone who doesn't really watch international
Yeah,
games.
but right, okay. So for anybody who doesn't know what an international cap is, you basically get an international cap for playing for your country.
Yeah.
So every time you play for your country,
literally a cap as
it is
well.
literally a cap, yeah, that you get. I don't know if I'm assuming you get one every game. And I think you get it embroidered with. It's like a flat cap sort of thing, really. So I'd Google it. But that's what
It's like
international cap.
It used to be what the little Cub Scouts used to wear.
Yeah.
Years ago, my brother had one when he was in the Scouts.
International cap is subtext for
Well done for playing.
an appearance for your
well
country.
done for playing your country.
Yeah. Question 1: the most cap player to have ever played for Wales. No, sorry, I'm gonna start that again because that is not correct. The most cap player to have ever played for Wrexham is Daniel Bennett, who won 125 caps in his career between 2002 and 2017. But what country did he play for? Northern Ireland, Singapore, Gibraltar, or San Marino?
What's his name?
Daniel Bennett.
Gibraltar.
You going for Gibraltar?
Northern Ireland. Oh!
Singapore. Yeah, so he was born in the UK, Daniel was, and then his family moved to Singapore, and then he ditched his sort of Britishness and became an actual Singapore citizen.
A Singaporean.
Singaporean. Yeah, let's go with that. I don't know what it is, but yeah. So, no, Singapore. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Question 2. Daniel Bennett does feature quite heavily in this.
I was just about to say, is this a Daniel Bennett quiz?
Daniel Bennett only won 5 of his 125 caps while at Wrexham. The player with the most international caps while playing for Wrexham is Dennis Lawrence, who we've mentioned once on this show already, who won 49 international caps while playing for Wrexham. But what country did he win them caps for? Heard of Dennis Lawrence? I'm going to go with no. Okay. Trinidad and Tobago, Cyprus, Jamaica, or Luxembourg? Dennis Lawrence.
Trinidad and Tobago.
That is very correct. Yes, it is Trinidad and Tobago.
I think I have heard of him,
Yes.
and I have seen him.
Yes. One of my, he's a great player. Loved him. Although he did leave us to go to Swansea.
Boo!
In the end, but I'm not sure that damaged him too much. He was still a great player for us. Question 3. How many international caps have been won by Wrexham players this season? Okay, there's a caveat to this. You do win a cap for a friendly, okay? You don't win a cap if you are an unused substitute, okay? That's the caveat. So, is it 6, 7, 8, or 9?
7.
7. Yeah? Do you know who's won? Tell me who's won international caps.
Issa?
Yeah.
Not Cacace, because he hasn't played in anything.
No.
Kieffer?
Yeah.
Nathan?
Yeah. That it? That is it. I'm not gonna let you. It's 9. So Issa's won 4, Kieffer's won 3, and Nathan's won 2. So it's 9. Unlucky there. Have you got any? Yeah, you got 1, haven't you? 1 out of 3 so far.
No, I haven't got any caps for Wales.
No.
No, not yet.
Question...
You never know. With my new hip and everything, I might become the next striker for Wales.
You did say something earlier. You said to me, I wonder what I'll be able to do when my new
No,
hip...
I didn't. Do you know what I said?
What?
I did say that. But one thing I did ask, I went, how am I going to get my knickers on? After the operation. Because they put like a big bandage on your leg, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know. I think these are all bridges that we'll have to cross when we get to them.
Yeah.
Question 4. Wrexham legend Joey Jones won 72 caps for Wales. But how many of them caps did he win while playing for Wrexham? 1, 29, 48, or all 72?
48. I don't think he was all 72 because he went to Everton, didn't he?
Absolutely not. That's
he went to-
disgraceful knowledge.
Where did he go?
Liverpool.
That's it. Sorry, I knew it was one of them clubs up there.
I mean, it's quite unfortunate mix-up to make, but yeah, he was at Liverpool.
48.
It was like Wrexham to Liverpool, back to Wrexham to Chelsea to back to maybe Huddersfield, back to anyway. He came back.
48.
48. I'm just trying to give you a bit more time to change your mind because you're wrong. It's 29.
Oh, I didn't get that memo.
29 caps while he's playing for Wrexham. Question 5, last question. 2 out of 5, I think, rescues a bit. So 2 Wrexham players in our history have won over 100 international caps. Daniel Bennett was obviously one, which we mentioned him earlier on for Singapore, 125. But who is the other one? No options, but the clue is they are a current Wrexham player. So 2 players in our history have won over 100 international caps in their career.
I want to say James McLean.
Okay.
Yeah, it's either James McLean or Kieffer Moore. I'll go for James McLean. It's going to be Kieffer Moore, isn't it? Or neither of them.
Well, Kieffer Moore won his 50th cap recently.
James McLean.
James McLean. So James retired at 98 caps.
Okay, none of them then.
No!
No!
I'm joking. It is James McLean. James McLean won 103 caps in his career.
I wonder where he keeps them all.
I don't know.
If they're in a carrier bag under his stairs.
I don't know, because there was a time when I thought, I wonder if they just get like the milestone ones. So they'll get one for their first, one for their 10th, 20th, 50th.
You know what a milestone is, Ryan.
Or big game. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if every time you play, you have the option to go, I don't want one. It's on the record. I just don't.
I've got enough in the carrier bag.
I don't need the cap.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The actual cap. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not sure. But
do you know what I used to think a milestone was called?
I dread to ask, but go on.
I used to think it was mild stone.
A mild
stone.
Why?
I don't know. Obviously, this is not a recent thing. This is like when I was about, 14.
35.
Yeah. No.
14? Did you say 14 then?
4. Yeah, I did say 14.
Mild.
I had a very
a mild stone.
A mild stone. I had a very, very sheltered
Did you have
childhood.
any rationale?
No. I just thought that's what people were saying.
Right, okay. Okay, all right.
I was very naive growing up, and I probably still am now. At 43.
You beat me to that.
Yeah, because I knew that's what you were going to say.
It was.
Yeah, Ryan is like...
what am I like? Go on, what am I like?
I think that my second daddy, but that sounds really wrong.
That sounds weird. I think we'll end it there. That just made me feel a bit sick in my mouth.
It made me...
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's...
Do you know, my mum always told me, think before you speak.
Yeah.
I've made a few mistakes over the past, even like in work, talking about things.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, look, thanks for joining us. Make sure you join us in some capacity next week. Same time, everything the same. Yeah. Good luck to you for next week.
Thank you.
For tomorrow. Tomorrow, good luck. And
this time tomorrow.
I don't know why I'm saying good luck. I'm literally going to be with you.
You're not.
Well, I'm not in there. Obviously, I have zero
you are
medical
leaving
training.
Me to go to work.
I will do, obviously.
And I've got, I'm not looking forward to that. I might cry.
Yeah, maybe.
I want you to be there when they stick the needle in my back to numb me.
Well, if I'm allowed, I will be, yeah.
Because you'll be able to calm me down. I don't think anybody else will calm me down.
Like pull yourself together, woman!
Although if you were like you were when I was having contractions with Alfie, I'd rather you go to work.
I was tired, though.
I'm joking.
It felt like it was dragging on forever.
It was only 9 hours all in all.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Anyway,
God.
Hopefully I'll see you next week. If I don't, I love you all. And
Yeah.
I will see you when I am better.
We'll do something. Don't worry. We'll do something. She'll be here in.
He'll pan across to me.
Yeah, we'll be here.
I'll zoom. I could zoom from downstairs.
You could do, maybe. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Look, enjoy your week. I hope everyone has a great week. And we'll see you
next week.
Next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.